Good afternoon, garden friends, and welcome to Inspiring Garden Corners. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually hosting a meet and greet garden gathering, and with the theme of the 1950s, if you haven't figured it out. So, I'm going to do a walkthrough and enjoy this beautiful Saturday morning. So, come along with me while we take this journey. Okay, look at my Annabelles. They are doing so nicely, and I love how it contrasts against my knockout roses. But then look here, guys. These are my strawberry vanilla hydrangeas. Look at all of those buds on that. This is going to be beautiful. And I have two flanking the side of this flower bed. Look at all of those buds on that. I am so excited. The good thing is the weather has not been, too harsh on them, because last year I did not have this many buds. Look here, guys. Okay, so I had these elephant ears here last year. Thought I got all of them, but as you see, there's some runners, and I will probably dig those up and get them moved to the back corner where I have the rest of the elephant ears. Then this is my other Annabelle. It's not blooming as well as my other one, and it seems to be a little bit later in blooming. And then garden friend had given me some strawberries, which I'm trying to see how they're going to do, because like I said, my goal is to start a vegetable garden. So that is the one flower bed that I just love, and just the smell of the roses. Then this is the other part. My purple hearts are looking good. My black-eyed Susies, look at that. I got a couple of them, and one has already opened. But to have that bright yellow contrast against the purple hearts. Camellia is doing better, which I'm so glad. And my Helen Von Steen lambs there. I just so love this. Oh, and then this is something new. Oh, look at this. Look at this, guys. Okay, so between the chipmunks and the squirrels, they're always digging in my flower bed. Put that back over. But these are bee balms that will get 12 to 18 inches tall. I have the other version of them in my back garden area, that those guys get a good 4 foot tall. And some more of my black-eyed Susies. I just cannot wait until those burst through. And then those are my yellow flag irises. I guess you guys can see the theme of the yellows and the purples back here, which I think end up complementing the garden bed so very nicely. Is my grass, and as you can see, okay, so I got some daffodils that I had in here. They're spent, but I'm just waiting for them to yellow before I cut them down, and my sedum. And then you see the small grasses. It is part of this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna allow it to take over this whole area, because I just love it. I think it looks so nice. Salmon colored rose. Look at those flowers. They are just so beautiful. I love roses. I have two of them flanking my garden shed. These are my daisies that are doing really well. And then my other rose bush. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now look at this, guys. Look at this area. Okay, these are bloomstruck hydrangeas. Look how gorgeous that is. Now these are the ones that you can change the color, but I love the pink spider worts. You know, end up cutting them back, but they get new blooms, and I love them back here. Oh, and then hold on, let me show you guys this. This here, my friend Betty had given me this hydrangea. This is the Nico. It is doing so well. And then of course my Lenten rose and my hanging baskets with my proven winner petunias. And then, oh, and then this here. This one here is called the Millionaire Cupina, and it brings the hummingbirds. Okay, so I have a hummingbird feeder here that they didn't drink all the juice. I probably have about 4 hummingbirds that come over here, and the hostas are doing very, very well. And as I'm creating shade in my garden, I've added another crepe myrtle. So I can't wait till that blooms. I love that rich burgundy color that it has. And then guys, look at this. Okay, so I'll pop the old picture of my water fountain. I repurposed this. Painted it white and then took marbles, and that container is actually an old Tupperware container that I just put the marbles on it to dress it up, and then the base is one of the large pots catchers for the terracottas that I have put on here. And then I used a smaller pot as the base, and because what happened was the pedestal was in good shape, but the actual bird bathtop broke on me, so I improvised. It's my burberries with some of my daylilies that look like they're about to burst. This is my blood good Japanese maple that I recently planted. And then there's that little stinker that's always in my garden. Probably not the same one, the little squirrel. He's going back there. Here is my endless summer hydrangea. Well, like I said, we had a bad freeze, and I don't know if I'm gonna get any buds this year, but it still looks gorgeous. Clear. I had cleaned out my Lenten rose in my bed, but look how nice these elephant ears are. And then that's another endless summer. I have tons of endless summers back here because this is like my shade, part shade garden. My little ditty verbenum, it will bloom in the spring with beautiful white flowers. Yeah, I see you over there. Get out of my yard. Get out of my yard. You look at him. Get out of here. Always digging. And everything is just looking so good. That's another one of my hydrangeas. And just for a pop of color, I put these impatiens in the shade area. Some more of my Helen Bonstein. Oh, and then look at my Vinciball ruby red hydrangea. Isn't that just pretty? And how it contrasts against the chartreuse color of my hostas and my sunshine ligustrum. That's another one of my incredible rubies. And then this here is for summer, and it does have buds on it, but the greenery is just so nice. I just love it. Oh, and then guys, look at my wine cups. Look how beautiful those flowers are. And then this is another one of my hydrangeas back here. And I'm trying to remember which one this is. Oh, it's my little quick fire. Look at that. So pretty. And my cannas are coming up nicely. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my pH must have changed because the first year, this here is my Tiny Tough. They were pink last year, and I didn't do anything to amend the soil for them to change blue. Oh, that is so very nice. And then my shamrocks are doing so well. I saw somebody comment in regard to how to keep this under control. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, and look at my heliotrope. And guys, the fragrance on this is so very, very nice. And then I got some more of these Vermilia cupinas. And then look how nicely petunias are from Proven Winners. These are my little lime punch hydrangeas. Nothing's popping off of these yet for buzz. And that's another limelight, which I have those all up against the back fence. And my roses. Oh, it's just so full. And one of the things, let me turn around. Okay, so for those of you that saw us planting up this flower bed here, this front flower bed, get in front here. So what we did was we planted 2 crabapple profusion trees. And partly because even though limelights can handle the sun, this is just like way too much sun for them, because I'll show you up the hill. I also have limelights and the little lime punches up there, but they are like really, really full and dark green. You know, these guys get watered, so it's not a water issue. I think it's just too much sun for them. So that was part of the reason why we planted these 2 trees. They will get 15 feet tall, and I think it'll provide the shade that is so needed for those hydrangeas so that they can flourish like these ones I'm going to show you up the hill. And then I have some African daisies. I just trimmed that back so new flush would come through. And then those are my Sunkiss. I need to deadhead these guys. But yeah, they're so pretty. Okay, so this here is a Veronica that I'm gonna end up digging up. I'm gonna cut it back. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna see if I can rejuvenate this guy. Here is one of my mini Malbec hydrangeas that I have back here. More roses. Oh, look at this one. And this is a little lime light. Look at all the buds that are on this. And this is the thing. I had read where if you don't want the massive flower heads, to just snip the heads off of the hydrangeas. They'll be smaller, but you will get more flowers. Look at all of those buds that are on there. This thing is just covered. And then Chinese fringe has recouped. Look at that beautiful color. Now I will get another flush of flowers on here. Oh, hold on, you can see right here. You see right there? Another flush of flowers will come on, but it won't be as plentiful as it is in the spring. And then look at my canna. Oh, that is just so gorgeous. Another hydrangea. More cannas. My sunshine ligustrum. These are my bearded irises that have bloomed. My balloon flowers, look at that. So delicate. And got some pink echinaceas here. Let's walk back here to where this is my, it looks like I need to stake these guys because they're starting to get buds on them. These are the other bee balms that I was telling you about. They already have their flower buds on them, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys staked. And then this is my Confederate rose that I'll show a picture of what it looks like when it's in full bloom. More of my roses. Here's some more of my purple hearts. I have some coleus back here. This is another of my limelights. You see how massive that guy is? With some yellow flag irises in the back. With my roses and then my yarrow. It's just so gorgeous. And then this here is another one of my hydrangeas, and I cannot remember the name of it, but I'll post it up. Flanked between, I got a rose bush, and then this here is my mini mauvette. I have two of those. And the rose bush is getting all new growth on it, and the contrast of the white with the pink roses, that looks so nice. Some more of my irises that are just looking so nice. And then this is my Texas lilac. And then of course that seeding area. This here is wisteria. That is flanking both sides and climbing very well. Some of my bachelor buttons. I have my buddleia, the fly bush. It'll be white. This is plumbago. That gets these gorgeous little bluish purple color flowers. These are my yucca cherry blossoms that come up in the spring that did really well. And then I have the proven winners petunias flanking it, along with another buddleia. This is my rose bush. Look at that. And then just got like tons of new growth on it. And like I said, my Texas lilac, these will get covered in purple flowers. My forsythia is doing well. We have to stay on top of this because this guy just grows so nicely and quick. And then these were my peonies that are done. These are, I think, my Chinese lilies. And you can see that they got buds on them. They haven't opened up yet. They're gonna be beautiful. My sprea. is just doing great. Okay, so these are the hydrangeas that I was telling you about. Okay, so the two, this one here and that one here, is the little lime punch, and then that's the limelight in the back that has some buds on it behind the rose bush. You see how green and healthy they are, but this area only gets morning sun. So I think that is a contributing factor to my other hydrangeas that's on the other side. And look at this sprig. It's just so pretty. My butterfly bush is doing well in the azalea, and my magnolia. So I think as the trees get big, it'll be able to provide the needed shade for my garden, you know, that I'm looking for. Yeah, I just love it. It's just so peaceful and relaxing. Like I said, my butterfly bush, I got buds on it. I have two more azaleas. These are the Encore that are doing really well. The sedum is starting. I think this one is starting to blossom. This is another Nico hydrangea, and it only gets part sun, and so this is clippings that my garden friend had given me. Let's just do a nice view. The window boxes are doing so well. And like I said, once that lilac tree blooms, that will give some additional pop of color. Oh, I forgot. Let me show you guys this. This is a new, I planted it this fall, or was it this spring when we did this area? Okay, so this is called Summer Sweet. Look at those pretty buds, and they get these white flowers that are very, very fragrant. So I can't wait until that is up blooming, and I have one on both sides of this flower bed. My lantana is looking good. So isn't my geraniums. Just love that bright pink color. Yeah, that's the other one. Over here, my wallflowers are doing well. I just love that color, that pop. It's doing well. And then this is the second tree. Yeah, and these are the other crabapple profusion trees that we planted in the front of that flower bed. These are my flower pots that have a combination of sun petunias, lantana, and I forget what that purple flower is, but then those are also my heliotropes here. Oh, and this is my drift rose bush. I had to cut it all the way back. It has like tons of buds that are coming. I mean, cut it all the way back to where it was just sticks. Man, this is like a good spot for them. This here is another drift rose bush. And then another one of my pots that have the sun patience And this is trailing verbena. More of my proven winners, super petunias. And in this area, I have my roses, I have my sedum, some lamb's ear, my fountain, and then more of my pots. Okay guys, this was so much fun. Actually meeting some new gardeners and then being able to see our garden. I hope you guys enjoyed backyard garden tour. Thanks again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner, and I look forward to you joining me in my next video.